Good afternoon, Dan.
Good evening, Tom. And what the fuck are we doing?
We are playing Duke Nukem 3D.
Let's rock.
Duke Nukem 3D.
Or as my dad called it, Duke Nukem 3D. My dad's classic. There we go.
What? Why did he say that? Like intentionally?
I think he was trying to be funny, but I'm not sure. I think he probably like just got it wrong once, and was like, "Oh, well, that's quite funny, isn't it?"
Come get some.
Come get some. Right. Cool. So, can you explain for anyone who doesn't know what the fuck Duke Nukem is?
So, well, Duke Nukem is like a spiritual successor to Doom and Quake, that sort of thing. There's another seminal first-person shooter from the late 90s.
But it's got a bit of a weird twist on it, hasn't it?
Well, it's... Has it?
Yeah, just like the whole character, the character of Duke Nukem is what makes it so weird.
Yeah, it was much more, those games like Doom and Quake, you were sort of a voiceless nobody.
Warrior. Yes.
Yeah, like, or, the Doom Slayer.
Solemnly killing things.
Whereas in this, you are Duke Nukem, who's like, I want to say that he's supposed to be like an action hero.
It's more like a celebrity.
Yeah. Oops. Well, that didn't work. So this is.
It's good how it shows you your death screen.
Well, it shows you death screen, and then you can. Is it that? Yeah. It just lets you rewind. To that point. That's one of the things that they've added with this. I want to say it's like the 20th anniversary.
Well, it all looks a lot better than I was expecting, actually.
So,
They've jazzed it, haven't they?
I think they've just sort of polished it up a bit, yeah.
The way it's got that earth hanging out the window, the angles, the sort of 3D-ness is so much better than Doom, isn't it? It's the same sort of textures as Doom, but with you're in a proper 3D space.
Yeah. So obviously,
hence the name Duke Nukem 3D. I suppose.
Obviously in Doom you can look up or down, you can jump, you can crouch in this one as well.
It's pretty much
Space Shuttle out there, showing its age, because obviously at the time they thought the Space Shuttle was going to be forevers. That didn't work, did it?
I remember playing this a lot in your parents' bedroom with you.
Yeah.
I didn't play it, I was watching you play it. And I'm sure it didn't look this good then. That would have been a different...
No, same Duke Nukem. Because really, there's only actually been one that was any good, which was this one. The other one, Duke Nukem Forever, came out in like 2012 or 13.
That was like
absolutely panned.
It was panned?
Yeah, 14 years to make it as well, or something stupid.
But so does it have that level that we would have watched you playing, where you're killing cops?
Yeah, this one does. Cops. Yeah, this one does. But
pig men.
Pig. Things that are coppers. But this one I picked a different chapter basically. I picked the chapter that's a bit more sci-fi.
Cool.
Just thought it'd be interesting.
But he's supposed to have this persona, isn't he, where everybody just loves him and thinks he's ace.
Yeah.
And he's got quite a sort of sexual element to it, isn't there? He's always There's
Yeah.
always women ripping off him in pictures, and
Yeah, there was.
you go for a strip club in one level, don't you?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of like naked, or bikini-clad women on the box art, that sort of thing. How do I turn this on?
It's one style. We're not going to the strip club today, are we?
I don't believe so. No.
I don't think our fans are into that.
No, I'm not sure they are. Can't go there, man.
Last I saw of Duke Nukem was, I think I mentioned this before. I remember what it was called. Something about time.
Oh,
Time to Kill on the
Yeah.
PlayStation 1.
yeah. So
3D,
I believe.
third person.
Ooh, what did I do there? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, so I think this one has that because that was an expansion pack. So I think
No, this was like a complete. This was like, I'm sure this was a third person thing.
yeah, but as on the PC, it was an expansion pack, or like an extra disc you could buy for the game that gave you a load of extra levels.
Okay.
Oh, I fixed it. Okay.
Hey man, so
Right.
we haven't caught up, have we? How are you, Tom? Are you all right, mate?
I'm all right. How are you, Dan? Are you all right, mate?
Yes, mate. I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, just work, wank, wank. Go to bed.
Yeah. Not at your work.
No. What should we? Let's have some. We'll catch up on some correspondence, shall we? Because I know
Yes.
that if people want responding to, they want it done quick.
Yeah.
They don't want to dick
Don't
about
be
and
waiting
the
around
next
for
thing.
the end of the video. No.
Or even worse, go. So first thing to say is we've got 10 subscribers.
What?
Congratulations.
Oh my god. Big
Yeah.
time. When's our check coming from YouTube?
I'm expecting it any minute.
Okay.
I
Right.
can see my letterbox from here, and I just
And
keep thinking
it's
it's going to flap.
should be millions, shouldn't it? Really?
At least 6 zeros, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
Yeah, so I think I know who it is. I think it's Gemma. Gemma Mark.
Okay.
Because she has commented on our video.
Oh, wow. Hello, Gemma Mark.
Yeah.
What?
She
Please.
said on the last week's Gran Turismo Sport vid, she's put, turn that shitty ghost mode off, that shitty ghost mode, bollocks.
Yes, I'd very much like that to have been turned off.
Yeah, we did turn it off, but I think
yeah.
it's an online thing to
Yeah.
stop knobheads. It's an anti-dickhead measure. In certain situations, it will just always ghost you in that online. When we were playing before, we were doing it.
When we were
As
doing
like
our
a-
practices.
Yeah, but when we did the first 2 videos of Gran Turismo, we were on split screen, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it lets you bump into people all the time.
Yes, it does.
But because we were doing it online, it's got
Well,
I'm wondering
yeah.
if these sound effects might be slightly high, slightly
Yeah.
loud.
Well, it's a good time to bring that up.
Struggling to hear you a touch. That's better.
Drop that down.
Why have you turned off Legacy Duke Talk?
I don't know. It was just turned off by default.
And then, sorry.
No.
Gemma then also said that the video was fucking excellent. So
Ah.
I liked that on behalf of the channel. Thanks,
Yep.
Gemma. Good start.
Oh, what was
Keep
that?
watching. We'll be back in Gran Turismo one day, won't we?
Oh, almost definitely, yeah. Almost
I
definitely.
want to race some classic cars. I want to say we can't have anything after 1989.
No, that's fine by me. There's a big selection of pre-1989 cars in Gran Turismo that are all gold. Yeah, lots lots of lovely classics available in Gran Turismo.
Anything else to say about Gran Turismo or Gemma's
Get
comments?
some.
No, slightly questioning whether or not Gemma is actually Jimmy.
Jimmy is Gemma's partner.
Yes. But I'm wondering whether or not Jimmy just needed a different login.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, he's occasionally a bit like me and can't log into things.
I doubt Gemma. What shit? I hope she has.
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Be nice
Takes
if
us in.
somebody else had watched us. Getting a bit hectic around here, sorry.
Running down some robots.
Well, no, they're like weird cat people and robots.
Catbots.
Yeah, catbots, there you go. Those things.
So what's his name? The Martian.
What?
Martian who emailed us the other week.
Oh,
Johnny Wild thing.
yeah, the biker mouse from Mars.
The biker mouse from Mars. I still think that runs a bit.
Do you? Okay.
Do you?
Let's go to options and sound settings.
It's filling up my cans with noise.
Drop it down even further then.
Nice one, bro.
Oh.
Oh, look, there's a bound lady.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna put the smack
Have a good look.
bag on your ass.
Oh, Duke. Stop being
does.
such a prick.
He does say stuff, but mercy, kill her.
Don't release her, just shoot her.
You can't release her, I don't think.
Oh, obvs. Anyway, Johnny Wild thing. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
He didn't respond to our response, but he has sent us another message.
That's fine.
All the way from Mars. He says, the horrific, hello again, Nap Habit, the horrific squelchy meat slapping sound of whatever on Earth, or Mars for that matter, that last game you played, made me want to ask a question. So he'd watched Super Meat Boy
Yeah.
and enjoyed the sound assets.
Yes.
So his question was, can
Very
you
flashy.
discuss your favourite soundtrack to a game ever? Maybe the music, or the effects that invoke the most joy, terror, or anything else? Love and respect, Johnny Wild thinks. So I thought that's a fantastic question.
Yes. Yeah.
John Mouse.
So I have a few different ones for that. The one that,
Are you dividing it into music and sound effects?
well, yes, sort of. Because, so I have three picks basically.
Okay.
So my favourite like game soundtrack that is like an original soundtrack for a game made for that game, I'm gonna have to say would be Doom, the original one.
I really wanted to interrupt you and say, I bet you're going to say Doom, but I lost my nerve. No,
No,
I
it's
wish I
alright.
had said it.
No, it's alright.
Because you mentioned it at the time that how much you love the music.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's timeless. I think everybody knows the Doom soundtrack in some way, shape or form, don't they?
It's thematic, it's just so bloody aggressive and relentless.
Yeah, and along with that as well, I also think that the sound effects in Doom probably are as iconic as well. You know... Yeah, exactly.
For example.
Exactly. You know, Doom is just just a classic when it comes to sound design in video games, but that's probably because it was one of the first sort of proper video games. And then for just sort of like general sound effects, like the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Because I remember I must have played that game for about 300 hours in total, and I don't ever remember getting like bored of the repeat sound effects. Just don't do that, Tom. Come on.
We've just come up with a big black box, Tom.
Yeah, it's because I got a trophy
Oh,
and it hides the trophy away from prying eyes.
right. I was just panicking that we were getting cut off or something.
No,
but
no,
carry on.
we
So you
should
never
be
got
fine.
bored of the
Of
what
the
sort
s-
of sound effects?
So it's like a high fantasy game.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, just sort of dragons and, you know, the sounds of like countryside and, you know, little towns and blacksmiths and stuff. In fact, saying blacksmiths and stuff, the blacksmith sort of dinging his hammer is probably the thing that I remember as being the most annoying sound effect in that game, because it is just on the beat and it's actually in a town. But again,
Maybe that's what it was like if you were in a medieval town with a blacksmith in it.
with a blacksmith who's hard at work, yeah, it's probably just like that. But then
I now live next door to. I mean, there's a property behind me. They do up cars. It used to be like that. Then the chap died, and then it was empty for a long time. But now then other people moved in who do up cars. So all day you've got, you know, angle grinders, and saws, and banging.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't mind it. It's just it's like the sound of life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Human endeavour
It's
going
fine.
on.
I don't mind that sort of stuff during the day. If it was going on at night, I'd be a bit annoyed, but...
Yeah. So what's your third pick for
My
sounds?
third pick is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, the original soundtrack.
Yeah.
Sort of your first introduction to pop punk.
Can you name a few
and metal.
bands or songs that are on there?
Rage Against the Machine, Guerrilla Radio was on there, Superman by Goldfinger, just, you know, pick sort of late 90s, early noughties, pop punk, light metal. There was some...
Yeah. Less Than Jake, Bowling Pursuit.
Yeah, there was some Papa Roach on there, if I remember correctly.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, just, you know, all excellent stuff. Not much health left. Yeah, so I think that's wins my curated soundtrack award.
I think you've done a good job there of covering a mixture of original game music, licensed game music, and effect assets. Well done.
Yeah, well, I try
And
and
thanks.
answer from our Uber fans. You know,
Yep. Especially
what-
those from Mars.
yeah, especially if they are biking mice from Mars. What about for yourself?
Have you got another level to start here?
Yep, I've pressed
Right,
X,
okay.
don't worry.
Right, so yeah, I've got a couple of ideas. Nothing not like a top three. So, licensed music in Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and GTA 5
Come on.
were very good. Like just cruising with the radio on.
Yeah.
You could have rock or hip hop,
Yeah,
and you know, I love a bit of hip hop, but I don't know what to put on. I don't know what to type in to get hip hop. So if you're just in a car and Grand Theft Auto,
it was always a very well curated soundtrack on Grand Theft Auto. I'm a bit gutted now that I didn't pick. I appear to be stuck. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted now that I didn't pick a Grand Theft Auto for myself.
well, there you go. So,
but-
original music. This is really weird, but Medieval 2 Total War had this, especially if you're a European nation, just calming harpsichord music. Now, I never listened to that style of music, but it was one that I
in
did.
your home life, you don't just listen to harpsichord music. What's the problem with that?
No, not at all, but I did do for a while when I was playing that game a lot, and I would
Fair
miss the music and I put it on. The sea shanties in Assassin's Creed Black Flag when you're
Yeah.
a pirate,
They
they're
are good.
amazing. Again, I would listen to them just on their own, which is weird. Obviously, I don't normally sit around listening to sea shanties, but I would listen to that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Tom, the Red Alert theme tune, that is one of the all-time great
Yeah.
pieces of original game music, along with, I don't know if you ever heard the one from Retaliation, which is the expansion pack. It may have just been on the PlayStation.
I want to say that I have heard it because I watched a documentary about the Red Alert music.
Yeah.
And the band.
about the music?
Yeah, and the band that Westwood created to make all the music for the Red Alert games.
Oh my god, I want to watch this.
Yeah, I'll have a look for it and see if I can send you a link.
Please do. I'll put that in the link.
It was very interesting. Ugh.
I've got Tony Hawk's Punk soundtrack. I didn't specify a version of Tony Hawk's because they all had good music.
Yeah. But yeah, whichever one you were playing.
And I don't think you ever played Devil May Cry, did you?
I played a Devil May Cry. On the PS3.
Okay. Well, the original one had some like really mental, generic metal that would come on when you were in like badass mode.
Yeah,
that's excellent. More good sound, the narration in Hogs of War, obviously. Rick Mail.
Yeah, Rick Mail is good.
Yeah, doing national accents, reading funny lines of dialogue to these pigs. Right, here's a thing. So, Mario and Tetris were two games that did this thing. They would use sound to up the pace. So it did the same piece of music. As you got towards the end of the level, it would speed up to increase the tension. But my favourite example of that is Asteroids. My all-time favourite games, original arcade game. Remember the sound to that would just go boop, 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 boop. And as it got more and more tense, it got faster and faster. And I always imagined it was like the pilot's heartbeat. You know?
Yes.
Going nuts. Until you inevitably took an asteroid in the face and died.
Horrifically.
I think that game, to do so much with so little.
Asteroids. Thinking about Asteroids, I've spent hours, probably more than hours, probably days playing Asteroids.
Totally, me too.
I hesitate to call it a simple game. But a basic premise.
Simple.
Basic premise.
The mechanics are. There's only like 2 or 3 mechanics that you could mention, aren't there?
Yeah.
Asteroids move. You move. You can hide to jump. You shoot. Asteroids blow up. That's 5 things. Anyway, we're talking about sound, and the last thing I wanted to say was that I've only recently become someone who uses headphones a lot for my gaming, and it is a game changer. Because it's one thing watching a film or TV with headphones or with good stereo. Playing a game just makes so much of a difference, you know, being able to detect the distance and direction of an enemy or whatever.
Yeah, so I don't often play video games with headphones on. It's just not something that I do. Because I know that you have your PlayStation 4 set to put your game audio through your headphones when you have them plugged in, don't you?
Yeah.
Whereas I don't. I just play it on the TV like a normal person.
Well, I do if there's nobody in, but that's not very often.
Well, yeah, it's quite rare in my life as well, but
our house is tiny and it's all open.
Yeah, I also often just make my kids put up with it.
Watching you play Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
So, because of that, it's more sort of games that I've played more recently that I've noticed this. Like, I've listed here Mad Max and Deathwing and Call of Duty. Have all been made better by having clear stereo. But do you remember I used to have a pair of TV glasses?
I do remember your TV glasses.
Shit, man. They were ace. It was a little pair of mini TVs that you strapped to your face long before VR. And it was it was like having a pretty decent sized TV right in front of your nose. And it had headphones. And the only game that I can remember making good use of those headphones in was Ace Combat 4 Distant Thunder, which is a sort of arcadey flight game where you're flying a fighter jet. and the noise of jet planes flying all around you and your own engines roaring as you're, throttled up. That was amazing, having that in your headphones as opposed to just a shitty little TV, which I would have had at the time.
Yeah, well, I seem to remember you got those as you went off to uni, didn't you?
That's right, yeah. So I'd be there on my bed, playing Ace Combat, listening to F-16s or whatever.
Yeah.
So I hope Johnny from Mars is happy with that. I did ask him for his own thoughts.
Yeah.
He hasn't replied yet, but maybe he will.
Maybe he will. Yeah. I think have we covered that subject now?
Yeah. I've got through my bullet points.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think we've covered that subject.
I think this game's about 28 minutes in, so you can tell us what's actually been going on while we've been talking about it.
Just been murdering lots of things.
We're not on a space station anymore, are we?
We are. Yeah.
Oh, we're down in the depths.
Yeah, we're still in orbit around Earth. So we're currently in the throes of an alien invasion.
Oh no.
Yeah, it happens occasionally, doesn't it? And Duke is making his way around to save the world, I think. Duke Nukem, in all honesty, it's not held up as well as Doom, I think.
What? This looks much better than Doom to me.
Yeah, look, it doesn't play as well. That's what I'm thinking. Is it just doesn't feel as solid? It feels a bit. It feels like a fad, whereas Doom feels solid and on the ball at all times.
Okay. What would you say about the way these enemies are? They don't seem to be quite as sometimes they'll just be hanging around or they'll get you caught in a corner. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've noticed a few times.
There seems to be sort of sucker punching a bit more than the Doom look like that.
Yeah, that. Typical.
Stick a blowing up enemy right behind a door that you have to open.
Look at that. That's
cool,
impressive.
Yeah.
That's reminded me of Titanfall. That did. This all reminds me of Titanfall. It's basically
Titanfall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not terrible, Duke Nukem, but it's not as good as Doom. Even though there's a 3 or 4 year difference in when they were released originally.
Right. I suppose it's just a huge difference in the way we're sort of looking at these 3D objects in front of us.
Yeah.
Now compared to Doom. I like it. I like this style. They should make a new game using this. They probably have.
What, the art style?
Yeah.
Or the IP? Because they tried.
No, not the IP.
No, they tried
I'm not
the IP.
Not a fan of Duke. I don't like him.
No, he's not a very likeable character.
It's supposed to be. That's the thing. They've made him deliberately unlikable, haven't they?
I think that's the point. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be like a commentary on the sort of just inane, useless sort of Hollywood action hero.
Yeah. Exactly. Very well put.
Whereas the Doom guy is as likeable or unlikable as you want him to be, because he's just a vessel for your playing.
Exactly. God, how did you know to do that?
I didn't. It didn't work.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Oh, black box again.
Yep.
I think this is that. Yeah, the middle one opens this cage, but I feel like I'm missing something because I need a yellow key card and I haven't got it. So, not through there.
I'm really grateful to Johnny Wildthing for sending that message because it was a good It was fun picking through all those games and filing that list and talking to you about it.
Yeah.
I hope some of our 10 subscribers enjoy the chat.
Yeah, well, why don't I tell you what? For the rest of our subscribers, why don't you put your favourite video game soundtracks and sound effects in
Comment
the
below.
comments below, and
We'll read them out.
yeah, we'll see if you can change our minds.
Yeah, or you might just
That's
remind us of ones that we forgot.
Yeah.
And we'll go, oh yeah, such and such, that was a good idea of yours.
They are bound to
You'll
be.
feel good about yourself. Imagine feeling good about yourself, Tom.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Everyone should feel good about themselves at some point. That'd be
A couple of
nice.
times a year.
Yeah, once or twice, yeah.
He looks like a Blood Bowl player.
He does, doesn't he? He looks like a dead Blood Bowl player now. I still can't go through there. I still haven't got this yellow key, have I? No. Oh, I have. Oh, okay.
Pick that up somewhere along the way.
I must have inadvertently found it. Ooh.
Yellow door. I bet the dudes who made this never thought it would be played on a control pad.
No. But then, you know, the guys that made Doom never thought that anyone would play it, I don't think.
Wow.
When they were making it for themselves, as far as I understand.
Wow.
Yeah, that's still a game that's live streamed today. In fact, it's probably as popular today as it was,
In
30
terms
years
of
ago when it came out.
numbers of people playing it, yeah.
Well, maybe not actually in numbers of people playing it, because at one point, I swear that I read something like there was, for every 10 copies of Windows, there were 9 copies of Doom at one stage.
Yes, and also that was back in the day when they'd give you half the game for free.
Yeah, it was a freeware.
In the hope that you would then buy the second half, but then hardly anyone had a computer compared to now.
Yeah. Yeah,
And there's more
that's it.
people in the world.
And you can also get Doom on your mobile phone and all those other platforms, whereas back in the day it was only on PC. I swear.
So when you finish this level, we might. I think we should end the vid, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So if you liked it, press the like one. That'd be nice. We don't get many likes, Tom. I know people do like our videos, but they don't.
Click
videos.
the like button. Have we told them to press the bell to get notifications about our videos?
No, never.
No, well, they should probably be doing that as well, shouldn't they?
Yeah, press the bell button and get notifications when there's a new video.
Where the fuck am I meant to be going? Look at that high-res Earth out there. Whoa.
Beautiful.
It's like Google satellite street view.
What part of Earth is that meant to be, do you think?
I think
Indonesia?
South America. Mexico up there, and then like Florida.
Yes, you're
and
dead
North
right.
America.
That's it.
And a bit of Africa over there.
Ivory Coast over there.
Yeah, I think we're on a elliptical orbit. No, wrong. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think we're on that sort of orbit where we're not quite on the equator and we're not quite sort of facing north or south.
Bit of a squiff one.
Yeah, bit of a squiffy one. Yeah.
What do people do with that dislike button for thumbs down? Why did they press that? Maybe they thought it was boring.
Yeah, if they disliked it.
They don't like Tom's choice of sound assets.
That's that's fine. As I say, prove me wrong.
Yeah, comment below with better sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even notice the Meat Boy sound of meat slapping around particularly.
I did, but I've also played it quite a lot.
Okay.
I'm just going round and round in circles now.
Email naphabit@gmail.com if you know the way out of this maze, or if you've just got any other things that you want to say, tell us, ideas that you've had, dreams that you've, that you hold. Nightmares, we're interested in that.
Yeah, tell us your nightmares.
Yeah.
I swear there should be like a map button. Mighty foot engaged. I mean, the only place I haven't been in is in here, but every time I walk in here I get hurt by the room.
So you're cool, man. We've done all of the domestics. Whenever you're ready to drop this shit.
I hate giving up before the end of a level, but I just can't see where I'm meant to be going. No, that's what I was meant to click.
Wasn't that just a camera feed?
No, there was like a button next to it that turned that shield off.
And what now? We're in a big tunnel. Lift.
A couple of bad guys. And an end screen.
Yes.
There we go.
So you know when you get that replay when you die, is that how you pick where to resume?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't get that.
No,
it just ran through my brain just then. Right, that's brilliant.
That was added in for this version of the game, which obviously now we have like 1,000,000 times more processing power in a mobile phone than we had in a PC when this thing was made.
That should be in loads of games.
Yeah, I think it's a quality of life thing for a game like this that you're not. I remember playing this as a kid when it came out and being really invested in it. But these days, I don't think anybody's that invested in it. They're just playing it for fun and restarting the whole level because there are no checkpoints or mid-saves. Having the little rewind feature is quite useful when you die.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it would work in loads of things.
Yeah, well, I used it tons.
You did, but it's like, I know everything was great up till this point, and then I'll just go to that point and carry on from there. Tom's cat's back, getting involved.
You're not part of this, mate. You're not part of this.
Get back to your own YouTube
Simmer
channel.
down, Al. Simmer down. Or buck up.
Night then.
Yes, night everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you later. And email us at naphabit@gmail.com. Yeah. No, happy napping.